right.
Especially in the building, man. I'm telling you, we got some stars in the building tonight. It's going down.
Yeah, it's going down.
Man, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to stop by here on the Beat Break Radio Show, man.
Man, thanks for having me, man. It's a blessing to be even, you know, in you guys' company, man. You know, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Artists, host of the Red Light Cafe going down here in the ATL, and you are in here to talk about artist ownership.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, so, really quick before we go any further, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, because I remember you telling me earlier that, you know, you're trying to get like some information from you, because you're like, I am the bio.
Pretty much, man. I am the bio, man.
The bio, so break it down to us real quick.
Google Tino Panama. That's my bio. Google it. Find out, man. Discover it. But yo, my name's Tino Panama, originally from Panama, you know, hence the name, Latino de Panama. So, you know, Latino de Panama. So I just shortened it Tino Panama for folks, you know what I mean?
That's sexy. Latino Montana, huh?
You know, came here, born in '77. The same year that hip hop was born, when they had the power outage in New York City.
You remember that DJ?
Oh yeah,
when people
Sedgwick and Cedar, way back in the day.
When people stole all the equipment, and actually hip hop was born from that.
Sure.
So we got more jams in the parks and stuff like that. When I was born 2 weeks later, New York exploded and celebrated my born day with the power outage.
Yeah.
And hip hop was born.
That's right.
I made it here in the United States in '82, man. Came with some cocaine straight from Ronald Reagan.
Straight. That's right.
From Panama. Believe, shout out to Reagan.
Reagan, yeah.
Transmitted myself through telephone wire, and then I'm here. You know what I mean?
That's right.
All right, Tino Panama, of course, you are here to talk about artist ownership.
Yes, sir.
All right, so break it down to us the importance of artist ownership, because I know that there are a lot of aspiring artists as well as new artists that are out there that are in the business but may not know the ins and outs of the business side of the business. So break it down to us the importance of the paramount behind artist ownership.
Well, it's important, but I can do it in a rhyme, actually.
You can do it in a rhyme?
I love that beat. I love the beat. You know, the Wick Gang Star East Coast. First rule is to make your own rules and to only pay dues to you. So you don't owe, put monies in escrow and save yourself 30% before the IRS is sent. They gonna come knocking, so you better know your options, and I know a few things that ain't the only one that's watching. Own your masters, avoid career disasters like signing on the dotted line without questions asking. Ask I pay when my songs get played. How about residuals when they airing on my videos? The streaming pay if I'm down with sound exchange, and if I don't like you tomorrow, do you get to keep my name? To put it short, most rappers will go to court with more than they bargain for. Got a paid argue or cause they didn't read the lines on the contractual or agreement that they signed for. Owning less and owing more. That's the game, God. I play the savior, and for my culture, I pledge allegiance. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Wow.
Your Honor.
You didn't write that. You didn't write that. That was just off the top of your head.
No, that's written right there. But that's the manual that people need to take heed to, man. It should be the national anthem of hip hop and making music, man.
Yeah.
Own your masters, avoid career disasters like signing on the dotted line without questions asking. I mean,
wow.
People will sign that contract without even reading it and be, you know, wonder why they broke.
So how you feel about, you know, YouTube, the whole invasion of the whole social media way to get music across to the masses? I mean, you know, you got Joe Blow who can create an album out of his house because he got a computer, Fruity Loops, and a couple of programs, you know what I'm saying? So should those rules that you just stated in the rhyme still apply to those that feel like they can put together a CD, burn it, and then start selling it on the streets, you know?
Those rules are for those people, specifically because you don't need a record label to make music no more. All you need is a good idea. And the only thing that lives forever in this world are ideas. So if you can transform that idea into a song, you know what I mean, that people can build to and people can enjoy, no matter where you put it, if it's on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, your social media streams, it's all about marketing. So, you know, the more people you market it to, the better off you'll be. But first and foremost, the product has to be good. So those do nothing but help you and launch your platform off, you know what I mean? But the first rule, though, is still to own your masters. Because if you don't own your masters, you're not doing anything. You know, somebody can tell you when you can put out your record. So imagine as an artist, you know what I'm saying, you got this dope record you just wrote, man, you feel it, blah, blah, blah. The record label gonna tell you, nah, you can't put that out. Get out of here, man. That's your music. How somebody gonna tell you can't put out your own music?
Right.
And people actually sign their rights away like that, you know? So all those different social media streams help to boost your exposure because all publicity is good publicity. But if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. And the only thing that makes sense these days in this economy is owning your masters. Everything else is secondary. If you don't own your masters out there listening, if you don't own your masters, somebody owns you.
So how did these ideas come about? I mean, did you experience it firsthand with being an artist, or are you just tired of artists going through the same thing?
I feel like I'm a scientist, and I dive into things and I try to discover them. You know, when I started creating my first album, nobody told me anything. So I was in the water with the sharks and I was swimming, and I got a couple bruises. I'm light skinned, so I bruise easily. You know what I mean? But I learned, you know what I'm saying, what to do. I learned how to make songs in the studio by doing them wrong. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to get jerked by engineers and people that try to take advantage of people that don't know about the artist, don't know about the industry, don't know how royalties work and so forth. So I learned that, you know, and I feel like every artist should own their masters. Every artist should get that ownership, but with that ownership gonna come some heartaches. You're gonna take some lumps because there's gonna be people that try to jerk you. People that don't want to, people that want to produce a record for you for thousands and thousands of bucks, and you don't know what you're getting out of it and so forth. People going to want to mix your records and charge you $100 per hour in the studio somewhere, when you don't really have to do it like that. You can take ownership and buy you a Fruity Loops. You know what I mean? Get you a microphone at the house, and you can make that same dope music right then and there without having to pay somebody. You can keep that money. It's going to take a little longer to ramp up, but you're going to still have that ownership at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's very important.
Hopefully I answered the question. I'll be babbling on. So
You did.
I'll be babbling.
You did, because at the same time, when Masters is in the same voice, you speak on masters, owning the masters, and also publishing. You know what I'm saying? If some, a lot of artists don't realize that they can sign away their publishing, and they'll just get that one lump sum after they sell it to someone, and they don't get any residual pay. You know what I'm saying? So what you said is very, very on target.
It's like starting off with a like you going to college. I'm in college right now myself, and I have first-hand experience. But you get that student loan, right? That's how those advances are, and with the record labels. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna forever owe somebody for the rest of your life. So I'm trying to reverse that trend and say, start with ownership first. You're going to ramp up. It might be a slower ramp, but still you're not going to be declining forever. Right. Because these artists get these big lump sums and so forth and get these big signing bonuses that everybody hears about. Oh, the new artist got signed to this label, that label, blah, blah, blah. They got a big chain on. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't sold a record yet. They owe somebody for the rest of their lives, dog. They got a new car. They got $1 million advance. You know what I'm saying? And they doing it big. I mean, you can do that, but still, you can do that. But you have to understand that they're gonna want that money back. Cause ain't nobody giving you no money for free these days.
Yeah, recoup.
That's what it is. For those who are just tuning in, we are talking to artists and hosts of the weekly Red Light Cafe in the building, talking to us about the importance of artist ownership. Mr. Tino.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's my Elvis voice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Tino 860AM in the building. 414-355-8699 and 1-866-923-2850. What up, Avery?
What's up, Avery?
I'm glad you came out to tell everybody what to do with this, because I tell everybody out there. I learned this with Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, when he bought some catalog.
The Beatles.
Yep.
He gave one of his catalog, I think Richard catalog, because he got his catalog and he gave it right back to pay me. So I got this picture, he
Yeah.